Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Here comes the 36th lecture from the series of our online lecture sessions. In continuation to the last two lectures, today also we are going to discuss one more method for inverse interpolation. So without wasting any further minute, let us get started. The third method that we are going to discuss for inverse interpolation is the method of reversion of series for inverse interpolation. Let us now see what this method is. This method is based on the assumption that the given observations can be expressed in the terms of a power series, which can be written as y is equals to a naught plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x so on. पहला assumption ही यही है कि हमारी जो values हैं उनको हम इस form में formulate कर सकते हैं. Now let w be another variable which is equals to y minus a naught divided by a1, so that this equation number 1. Now equation number 1 can be written as w is equals to x plus a2 upon a1 into x square plus a3 upon a1 x cube plus a4 upon a1 x raised to 4 plus so on. बेसिकली आप a नॉट को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड लेके गए और पूरी इक्वेशन को आपने a1 से फिर डिवाइड कर दिया. On doing so, you get w on the right hand side, left hand side, and the right hand side terms are remained as this. Or we can write a1w is equals to a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube a4x raised to 4 plus so on. Let us mark this as equation number 2. Sorry, a wrong equation has been marked. This is equation number 2. This is your equation number 3. Let us now assume that equation 2 is a convergent series. And a convergent series has this property that it can be inverted. Basically, if I am representing y in a series of x, if the given sequence is a convergent sequence, then x can also be represented as powers of y. This is what convergence condition is. I would repeat again. Convergent series की प्रॉपर्टी होती है कि अगर y कोई x की पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म में सीरीज में रिप्रेजेंटेड है, जैसा कि इक्वेशन नंबर 1 में आप देख सकते हो, अगर y एक ऐसा सीरीज का सम है जो कि x की फॉर्म में है और पावर्स की फॉर्म में हमने लिखी है और ये सीरीज कन्वर्जेंट है, तो x को भी मैं y की पावर्स की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर सकती हूँ. दिस इज द whole point. So let us assume that 2 is convergent so that it can be represented as, now equation number 2 में जो variables involve हो रहे हैं w है और x है. Now since x is expressed as a sum of a series of variable x X can also be expressed as a sum of series in variable y, w. So I can represent X as a power series of w. Let the coefficients be Ci's. So this will be C1w plus C2w square plus C3w cube C4w raised to 4 plus so on. Let us mark this as equation number 4. Now substituting the values from equation number 4 in 3, from equation number 4 in equation number 3, we get A1W is equals to A1. अब ब्रैकेट में आपके पास क्योंकि x है, x की वैल्यू आप इक्वेशन नंबर 4 से सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिए. यू विल गेट A1 ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा C1W प्लस C2W स्क्वायर प्लस C3W क्यूब एंड सो ऑन. Plus the second term would be A2 and bracket में again C1W plus C2W square plus C3W cube plus so on square. Plus so on. Infinite sequence इस तरह से आपका create हो जाएगा. Now we know on left hand side we have W, on the right hand side also we are having W forms. Now equating the like coefficients या like terms, we will get the results. Now, from the above equation, A1W is equals to A1C1W. W के corresponding सिर्फ एक ही पावर होगी क्योंकि हायर ऑर्डर टर्म्स के अंदर स्क्वायर एंड क्यूब है. You will not obtain W again. So this is how it is. A1 and A1 both cancel out and we obtain C1 is equals to 1. So the first term is C1 is equals to 1. This is how we have obtained the first coefficient C1. For C2, you have to substitute the values of the like powers. On the left hand side, we don't have any W square term. Therefore, 0 will be equal to A1 C2W square plus A2 C1 square W square. ये हमारी वैल्यूज होंगी. Now C1 is obtained to be 1 and hence W square भी आपका cancel out हो जाएगा and you will obtain C2 is equals to minus A2 upon A1. Let me repeat myself again. इसको आपने कैसे obtain किया? Let us move back to this slide. इस इक्वेशन में आप जहां देखें A1W है लेकिन आपके पास में W स्क्वायर की कोई टर्म नहीं है. So the coefficient for W square on the left hand side will be 0. On the right hand side A1 into C2 will be one coefficient for W square and A2 into C1 square will be another coefficient for W square. ये क्योंकि स्क्वायर है, यहाँ पे ध्यान दें आप, स्क्वायर है, आप उसको स्क्वायर करेंगे तो सिर्फ एक टर्म आपकी होगी जो W वाली है, जो स्क्वायर फॉर्म करेगी. एंड ऑन सॉल्विंग दैट यू ऑब्टेन द कोफिशिएंट्स as I have written. Up to that stage you obtain the coefficient C2 also. Similarly, substituting all the values, we get the coefficient C3 as minus A3 upon A1 plus 2A2 upon A1 whole square. Similarly, C4 is obtained minus A4 upon A1 5 times of A2 A3 upon A1 square minus 5 times of A2 upon A1 whole cube. इसी तरीके से आप CI's की वैल्यू फाइंड कर सकते हैं. Now this is how we use the method of reversion. Basically आपने जो सीरीज है उसको रिवर्स ऑर्डर में लिखा है, इसीलिए इसको मेथड ऑफ रिवर्जन कहते हैं. Now how am I going to use this method for obtaining the interpolation of any particular given value? We have obtained so many interpolation formulae and all the formulae can be expressed as in the form provided in equation number 1. हमने इक्वेशन नंबर 1 जो लिखी उसी फॉर्म में हम सारे फॉर्मूला को फॉर्मुलेट कर सकते हैं जो अब तक हमने इंटरपोलेशन के लिए पढ़े हैं, वेदर इट इज फॉर इक्विडिस्टेंट, फॉर अनइक्वल क्लास इंटरवल्स और फॉर सेंट्रल डिफरेंस इंटरपोलेशन. All the formulae can be represented in the form provided by equation number 1 here. Once we obtain the equation in this form, we can simply obtain the values of the coefficients as we have done here. Now I am taking example of Newton-Gregory formula to explain the method of reversion. You can use any other formula also. We have been provided with many other formulas. With this particular approach, you can use them. I'll take Newton-Gregory formula for example here. Newton-Gregory formula is given by yu is equals to y naught plus u into delta y0 plus u into u minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y0 plus u into u minus 1 u minus 2 upon 3 factorial into delta cube y0 plus so on. Let us mark this as equation number 1 again. No, not 1. Let us mark it as equation number 4. I actually don't know what numbers we have marked. 4 we already have marked, so let us suppose this is your equation number 5. So yeah, equation number 5 is written like this, where u is x minus x naught upon h, basically a new variable by shifting the origin and changing the scale. अब अगर मैं इस इक्वेशन को एक्सपेंड करूं, u स्क्वायर माइनस u का फॉर्म बन be also a polynomial of u. Solving all the terms, I can simply say that the final equation that I'll be having will be of the form as provided by equation number 1. This is of the form y is equals to a naught plus a1u plus a2u square plus a3u cube and so on. It's quite simple to understand that how I have obtained this. Now equating the coefficients of like powers, in equation number 5 and 6 we get a naught is equals to y naught. हम बेसिकली इक्वेशन नंबर 5 और 6 को इक्वेट कर रहे हैं और जो भी रिलेटिव कोफिशिएंट्स हैं उनको इक्वेट करके हम सारे कोफिशिएंट ai's की वैल्यूज फाइंड कर रहे हैं. a1 is obtained as delta y0 minus delta square y0 upon 2 plus delta cube y0 upon 3 minus delta raised to 4 y0 upon 4. Depends what is the highest order that you are having, and depending on that you will obtain the value of a1. a1 is coefficient of u and u आपका हर एक टर्म में आपको obtain होगा, and that is why this is formed in that particular zigzag particular forms जो हम यहाँ पर लिख रहे हैं. Similarly, you will obtain a2 which will be equal to delta square y0 upon 2 minus delta cube y0 upon 2 plus 11 delta raised to 4 y0 upon 24 and so on. Similarly, equating the higher order powers, you will obtain the value of the coefficient. Having determined ai's, substituting these ai's in the equations that we have obtained for ci's, we will obtain the value for the c1, c2, c3, c4, and hence substituting them, I'll get the final value of x. Again, मैं इसको थोड़ा सा पीछे ले जाकर के आपको समझाना चाहूँगी. Once you have obtained the values of ai's, you will obtain the values of ci's जो कि हमने वहाँ पे पहले मार्क की थी. ci's की वैल्यू आने पर इक्वेशन नंबर 4 में सब्स्टिट्यूट करने पे आपको x की वैल्यूज मिल जाएंगी. And hence we will obtain the results. Now let us take a small example again to understand how do we use the method of reversion of series for inverse interpolation. This is the same example that we had taken for the previous class. On the basis of the given data, we have to find the value of x for which y is taking value 3000 by the method of reversion of series now. So let us now see how do we obtain the solution. Applying Newton-Gregory formula and using the method of reversion of series, we get Now see, in this particular example that I am considering here, we have the table as x is taking values 10, 15, 20, y was taking value 17, 54, 26, 48 and 35, 64. We had obtained the value for delta y also, that came out to be 894 and 960, and then delta square y came out to be 22. Again I would say I am using these particular values. Now since we are provided with three terms, we are going to fit a second order polynomial or a parabola basically. So Newton-Gregory formula के according y will be equal to y naught plus u की फॉर्म में भी लिख सकते हैं इसे हम. So this will be, यहाँ पे अगर u की वैल्यूज लिखें तो 0, 1 एंड 2 रिस्पेक्टिवली आपके पास आ गए. So u into delta y0 plus u into u minus 1 upon 2 into delta square y0. This is the equation that will be fitting here. Now this particular term will be u square minus u. On solving this you get y naught plus u, ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा आपका डेल्टा y0 माइनस डेल्टा स्क्वायर y0 अपॉन 2 एंड प्लस u स्क्वायर मल्टीप्लाइड बाय डेल्टा स्क्वायर y0 अपॉन 2. सो अगर मैं इसको कि y is expressed as a naught plus a1x या a1u कह लीजिए इसे, a2u स्क्वायर, आपके पास में a नॉट की वैल्यू मिल गई है आपको इक्वेशन से, a1 है कोफिशिएंट ऑफ y, so this is the a1 and a2 is coefficient of u square, so delta square y0 upon 2 is your a2. So this is how we have obtained the coefficients ai's. Let us write them again. A naught is obtained as y naught, a1 is obtained as delta y0 minus delta square y0 upon 2 and a2 was obtained as delta square y0 upon 2. अब क्योंकि हमारे पास में इससे हायर ऑर्डर कोई भी डिग्री नहीं है या पावर नहीं है x की फॉर्म में या u की फॉर्म में, so a3 and a4 and so on are all equal to 0. Now C1 was, as usual, C2 was equal to minus a2 upon a1. So here substituting the values, minus delta square y0 upon 2 upon a1, that is delta y0 minus delta square y0 by 2. Values substitute कर दीजिए, you will obtain C2 is equals to minus 0.01245. मैंने डायरेक्टली वैल्यूज लिख दी हैं, डेल्टा स्क्वायर y0, डेल्टा y0, these values can be obtained from the table itself. C3 is equals to 2 times A2 upon A1 whole square. Although there is one more term here, minus A3 upon A1, but because A3, A4 all are 0, हमारे पास सिर्फ एक टर्म बच जाएगी जो कि C3 हमें देगी, and C3 will be obtained as 0.0003. Similarly, C4 को भी आप solve कर लेंगे, neglecting all the terms in C4 which are including A3, A4, A5 and so on will be neglected, and we will remain with the terms containing A2, A1 and A0 only. C4 on solving will give you 0.0000. So this will be according to approximately it will be 0. Now we will obtain W. W was y minus A0 upon A1. We have y is equals to 3000. A0 is 1754 and A1 is 883. A1 की वैल्यूज आप यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करके सॉल्व कर लेंगे. दैट केम आउट टू बी 883. उसको मैं यहाँ यूज कर रही हूँ एंड आई ऑब्टेन द वैल्यू ऑफ W as 1.411. Putting the values of CIs and W, we get U is equals to C1W plus C2W square plus C3W cube plus C4W raised to 4. This was although an infinite sequence, but we know कि C4 या CIs हमारे अब कन्वर्ज होने शुरू हो गए हैं या अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 0 की तरफ टेंड कर रहे हैं, तो all the higher order terms will become 0 automatically. Now this U will be equal to C1 C2 की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दें. 1 multiplied by 1.411 plus minus 0.01245 multiplied by 1.411 square plus जो हमारी remaining terms है. On solving which you will get U is equals to 1.38714 approximately. Hence, अब आपके लास्ट स्टेप बचा है आपका U से आपको X की वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है, which will be obtained by using the equation X is equals to X naught plus HU. This is equals to X naught is 10 plus H that is 5 multiplied by U which is 1.38714, जो कि आपकी वैल्यू आपको अप्रॉक्सीमेटली मिली है इस मेथड से. On solving which we get 16.93571. So this is how I solve a problem using the method of reversion. Although the method seems to be a bit complicated due to its complexity with the coefficients involved, with the power series involved, the formula will provide you the better approximate results and will converge rapidly. So this is all about the third method and the last method that we had to discuss for inverse interpolation. Thank you very much. With this I conclude today's lecture. Have a good day.